Hello, true crimerers. It is time for another Worst Deaths Wednesday. This is the story of Paul G. Thomas. Viewer discretion is advised. Paul G. Thomas was a man who lived in Thompson, Connecticut. He was 47 years old and was the co-owner of a textile factory, specifically the George Thomas and Sons Textile Company. In August of 1987, people had gone into the building expecting to see Paul, but he was nowhere to be found. Just a few short minutes after walking in, they would find him. At some point, either that morning or the night before, Paul must have been working on one of the spindles that would take a whole bunch of yarn from one ball of yarn and put it into a whole bunch of smaller balls of yarn. And this is involving a spinning machine. I've talked about similar machines before in this series. At some point, Paul fell into one of the spindles, and he was basically instantly trapped when all of a sudden the machine kept going and it was spindling him inside of this ball of yarn. He would later be found in 800 yards of yarn. He would have been rotated at a very fast pace for God only knows how long, and eventually he would die of suffocation. Again, it takes however long suffocation in a human body to work, so he was alert and aware of everything that was going on. He didn't have any superficial injuries or anything like that, so his cause of death was asphyxiation. And he had to feel extremely helpless because there must not have been anyone there or no one within earshot, because if he was screaming, no one heard it. And I'm sure he probably was yelling for help at the very beginning, but it quickly became far too late because the machines rotate pretty fast. That's a hell of a way to go. It was briefly investigated just to make sure foul play wasn't involved, and they quickly determined that this truly was just a very unfortunate freak accident. And that is it for your short time true crime today. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving here in the States. I will not have a traditional, one big story video tomorrow, but I will have I'll make a video about a compilation of, murders that happened on Thanksgiving, just so you guys have something to watch while the family's cooking, some horror to watch, so. But if I don't see you in the meantime, I hope you have a happy holidays if you celebrate it, yeah, we'll see you when we see ya. Okay, see you later, true crimerers.